Real cases, real people. Judge Judy.
Holly Leftwich says the father of her child, Casey Fant, stole her belongings and sold them. Casey is countersuing for child care and legal expenses.
Now, did you ever file a protective order against him in the state of Florida?
Yes, ma'am.
On what date?
It would have been November 29th
November 29th?
of 2015.
I would like to see that.
I don't have a copy with me.
November 25th.
I didn't know that we were here for all the paternity. I was here for my stuff. So,
You mean you were never served with a copy of his counterclaim?
no, ma'am.
Did you serve her with a copy of your counterclaim
Yes,
for legal
ma'am.
expenses? I'd like to see a copy of that.
That wasn't even in his counterclaim.
That actually just came in the mail the day I left,
I didn't even,
and it was signed for by her roommate. I do not have, this is the order that I did with the police receipt for getting it served, but that order actually came in the mail the day I left to come here.
On what date did you leave Florida?
yesterday.
And you received no...
My roommate signed for it. I never got it. I have no idea what his counterclaim is even. I don't.
So if you were never served with a copy of his counterclaim, I'm not going to hear it today.
I didn't.
I'm not going to hear his counterclaim today. He's free to refile that in Palm Beach County if he wishes. Do you understand?
Yes.
Great. Okay, now what you're asking for is a return of your property. Now, both of you were on the lease of this apartment, I assume. You left the apartment on April 19th, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I would like you to show me proof of rent for April, May, and June in the apartment.
I have January, February. He paid March.
I'm talking about April, May, and June. When you left the apartment, his
Right.
name is on the lease, as well as yours. But you were living there. Now, you
Your
had...
Honor, the lease was up August 2015. So the lease had ran out. So I was on month to month.
Great. So, you were living there. He had moved out in March?
In September
In
of
September.
2015.
Okay, so he moved out in September.
That's correct. Right after the lease was up.
Fine. And you stayed with the child.
I did.
I would like to see proof that you paid rent when you were in Virginia.
I was with my parents.
So, is what you're telling me, nobody paid rent.
No.
Is what you said? Yes, that is correct. Nobody paid rent.
No, ma'am.
Who paid the rent?
For April, May, and June. Nobody paid April, May, and June because I was told by the landlord.
No, you can't tell me what the landlord told you.
Oh, okay.
Judge.
Okay.
So, listen to me. If you didn't pay April, May, and June when you were in Virginia, then the landlord clearly was going to evict you, which is what he says. Mm-hmm. And since his name had been on the lease, that's when he went into the apartment.
That's incorrect.
Show me.
This was the eviction notice that the landlord sent to me.
May I see?
That was dated April 27th.
I'd like to see.
I had just
Just a
got-
second. Just a
Okay.
second. Okay. Well, the end of April, they had not received any check for rent from
That's
you.
correct.
Your stuff was there. Just a second. Your stuff was there.
That's correct.
Your daughter's stuff was there.
My cat was in the apartment.
Well, listen to me. I don't want to hear about your cat. Because any idiot that goes away for 3 months and leaves a cat in the apartment...
That was clearly not my... That was
You
clearly
left
not
April
what I was
19th.
doing.
What arrangements did you
I
make
was
them
only
with
supposed to be
with
gone for like a week, which I left a key with my neighbor. She was an elder lady. She had my telephone number.
You were gone for April, May,
But I
and
was
June.
only supposed to be gone for about 2 weeks.
I don't care. First it was a week, now it's I don't care.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
You made this baby, and you didn't make this baby with the idea of driving her mad.
She did to me, Your Honor.
Your
What?
Honor, this man put me through living
Just a
hell.
second.
I'm
Do you
done.
understand what I'm saying to you?